Haircut.
What's happening, y'all?
I can do that. Hey, what's going on?
Oh,
We live.
Oh,
Man.
We are live. We are live.
All the way live.
So stop doing what you're doing, Anthony. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, they're talking about succubus.
I'll put back the lotion.
Put the lotion down, sir.
That lotion ain't under you. So, with that being said, let's make it happen.
You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats, circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's the reach. We ready, who ready, we ready, who ready, who? We ready, who ready, who? We ready, who ready? We ready, been ready, I waited, my turn, on God, hell steady. I keep dropping back to back, I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me. Promise I'm not being petty, I'm the one they envy. Brody moving state to state, make $1 million out the semi. Plus I grinded from the start, I was stacking pennies, I might dip like Machiavelli. After the confetti, who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Hello, welcome to Highway 54. Got my booth thing here, D3, and we got Anthony from About That Wallet podcast. Let's get it. What we talking
about? I guess we get this. Let's start off on a positive note. Coach Anthony, how was your week, man?
My week's been doing pretty good. I finished my backlog. I think I got like 2 left, but it's always good to have 2 on reserve versus about 10 to 12 episodes in my backlog. I think I got 1 to do for tonight. We'll go out tomorrow, like next Tuesday. Then I got 2 more episodes to edit. So I'm pretty much done for this month as far as shows. And I actually learned how to make soap today, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Does it work? No,
does it work? I gotta wait 6 weeks for it to cure or harden or do its thing.
It take that long to get hard?
Hey, I mean, we don't got blue chews over here. It's a process. You gotta let nature take its course.
You gotta let it marinate. You
gotta let it marinate.
That's right. We get it. Let
it marinate like whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Let it breathe.
Well, some people say it's like fine wine. You gotta sit around for a little bit, get a little longer.
Oh boy.
So you're actually making the bar soap?
Making the bar soap, yeah.
Okay. So if you had to market it, what would you call it?
Ooh, I'll call it the salted grits.
Salted grits.
Yeah,
Why would you call it salted grits? Do you think the
because
people
I put salt crystals on top,
okay?
and it looked like grits. Like,
That'll be a conversation piece because some people say salt don't go in grits. That'll be dope.
I
Well,
mean, where do we stand here? Because for me, I can go either way. I like some butter. As soon as you get the butter melted, I'm usually a sugar guy with the grits. But
Like cream of
depend-
wheat.
cream,
Kind of like cream of wheat.
I can't go with cream of wheat. Cream of wheat is a little thicker. It's getting closer to that oatmeal thickness. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Right.
it depends on how you make your cream of wheat. I don't like thick cream of wheat. I like mine to be not runny, but it has to be like almost like a soup consistency, but not that runny. Like you know what I mean? Like
Toothpaste consistency, maybe.
toothpaste.
Yeah.
Ew, toothpaste? No,
Like the consistency of toothpaste.
should not be cream of wheat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. You can come over. We can teach you some cooking stuff.
Oh, you want me to go? Okay.
Yeah, because at this point,
Apparently, I can't cook.
I mean, apparently not. Now you talk about cream of wheat being toothpaste consistency. Jesus.
Now, but now grits, to me, the consistency with grits depends on what you're having with it. Now to me, when I was in South Carolina, when I went down there for a little bit, they had grits that were really, really thick, like oatmeal. But that's the type of grits that they use when they're making shrimp and grits, and they have a gravy that goes along with it. So, but for breakfast, I think it has to be a little bit thicker than just runny. But I don't know. But to me, only slap your mama or some seasoned salt and a little bit of butter goes in grits. That's just me.
Yeah,
It is
and
what it is.
shrimp and cheese. Well, you can't have shrimp anymore.
But if you don't have that, then just a little bit of slap your mama or some Tony Satcheries and butter. That's it, or a little bit of pepper. That's it.
Can we circle back around to like the shrimp thing? Like Anthony told us, yeah. So Anthony, I remember you telling us that you had an allergy to seafood, shellfish, right?
Yep.
So not fish, but shellfish, right?
Yes. Yep.
So this man right here had the worst. He just had a really bad shellfish allergy, and
I had alligator skin for real. I didn't know where it was coming from.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, it kicked in on my left arm, and I'm like, okay, itching a little bit. This happened periodically over days. It just wasn't a rapid onset. It was just per day. And then to call myself a couple days later, we had some blue crabs. That's when the other arm started acting stank. I'm like, oh man! So I'm getting blisters and rashes for all those medical people out there, urticaria. But it was pretty much crazy. And then I started breaking out around my waistline and going up towards my chest. I'm like, man, it looked like I got shot by a shotgun. I didn't know what was going on. You're like, you probably got a shellfish allergy. I'm like, me? Nah, I've been eating shellfish all my life. No, leave that mess alone now.
Right. And so now I don't have a crab eating partner. Well, Ariel me talking that much, like you know.
She don't hang with us that much. She's like, she don't want to hang with old people too much.
Yeah. So now it's just like it ain't even gonna be the same. Like I can't even make like shrimp scampi. I can't make a bunch of stuff because you decided that you was gonna be selfish and be allergic to shellfish. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah, my body was like,
no, nigga.
No, stick with sausage.
So
stick with the other meat. That man meat. Like,
stick with that.
Yeah.
But on the real though, this week has been pretty good. But
he said hominy grits. What's up, Zoche? So
yo, what's happening? What's good?
Hey, what's good, people? What's good?
Yes, sir. But this week has been it's been up and down for me emotionally. I mean, I try not to wear my heart on my sleeve or anything like that too, but certain things that don't make sense to me, I don't quite understand. They don't really make sense to me at all. As far as every year, we always hear something about a child or a dog being left in a car for somebody else's selfish reason. that doesn't really make sense to me because it happens every single year. Or you might hear about a daycare that accidentally left a child in a bus or something like that too. So with that being said, I mean, how do y'all particularly feel about the same stuff that happens every single year and the person seems to act surprised about it?
Well, I mean, a lot of people see it where I think some people actually try to do copycats. Like I think they think I can pull this off. She just was dumb because she didn't do X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? So, and the way things came out, well, roll the clip so I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, so it's just stupid stuff like that. It just
we don't even have to roll the whole clip. Just a little
kind of
bit
works my nerve. I mean, I'm like, it's not really a clip. It's basically them talk. Well, I guess it is.
Yeah, one of the you sent me a clip where the young lady, when they had just caught her.
Yeah.
And she came running out of the casino.
Yeah, this is it right here. So I mean, every single year it's the exact same thing. I don't understand how it constantly happens every year. It's something different every single year, which doesn't make sense to me. But
you trying to share it on your screen?
They always say common sense isn't common. Yeah, I'm sharing it now.
Okay. Oh, people, yeah, with the riptides and bitten by sharks and be surprised. Oh, there was a shark attack.
Here's the
No.
pug in the background because he just
into Rogers County Jail.
New at 10, Fox 23's Kaylee Carnine is
he's had
live
a
in
shark
studio
attack.
with more of that body camera video and new details on the investigation. Kaylee.
Yes, this body camera video is just about 37 minutes long. That's how long it took the officer and casino security to try and get the facts as to what actually was going on. A local woman charged in a case that's quite shocking to a lot of people. Catoosa police say they got the call to the Hard Rock Casino around 3 on May 31st. And when they got there, they say they found a baby inside a running SUV. You can see the child's mother, Daisy Yeager, running out of the casino toward the officer as she sees the scene.
Stop right here. Being ready real quick.
So she was at the casino?
Why are we leaving a baby in the car?
I went to go find his dad.
Why are we leaving an infant in the car?
I went to go find his dad.
This is stuff I put people in prison for. Why are we leaving an infant in the
I was
car?
literally out
I'm not interested. I want to know why you left your child in the
because I
car.
had to go find his dad. My phone was
So it's
dead.
okay to leave that baby. No, I didn't say go over there. Unlock the car for us. Unlock the car.
the clip notes pretty much.
Stop. Unlock the car.
Wow.
We need to make sure this kid is okay.
They get the baby boy out, and while the air conditioning was running, the officer said it was still warm inside. Yeager tells the officer in the video that she had just run inside to find the baby's dad and use the bathroom, and that the baby had just been in the car for about 20 minutes.
20
lied.
minutes.
But Hard Rock security
Yeah, it wasn't 20 minutes. She had left that baby in the car. The they had security that was running footage. And so when they went back into security footage, she actually went in the casino at 9:30 in the morning. And probably the only reason that she knew that the cops were out there, she probably had like some type of maybe a dash cam or something like that. It's probably why she left her car running. That's just what I'm thinking, allegedly. So my thing is this. Her story with she was going to find her dad in the casino, the baby's dad in the casino or whatever. That's bull crap, because you're not looking for him if you're on a machine, right? And security footage has all of that. You're not looking for the dad, and you wasn't in there for just 20 minutes, but that was her story, and that's what she tried to, tell the cops and stuff.
Does
like
she
that.
not realize casinos got video footage from the time of the parking lot all the way through? From like they're looking at everything
because it's the liability.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they're time stamped.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly. They're like one of the most secure places when because it's a lot of money involved. So yeah, she was just really stupid. Okay. And what? I'll just say she was just stupid. She was stupid. Right. I'm just saying, like, I knew when I had a baby, when I got pregnant, that everything, like all bets were off. I just knew that, you know, my life was going to be devoted to my child, and through hell or high water, I was not going to leave that child alone for nothing. That wouldn't even have been a thought for me. For me to turn off the car, get out the car, and get Ariel half the time out of the car seat, I wasn't going to waste a second. You know, you do that. So nah, she had to go to the bathroom. Nah, if I had to go to the bathroom real bad, I'm taking my baby with me, and the casino just ain't gonna be the place. So
Right. And Hard Rock Casino, I don't think I've been to that one. Where's that one?
I went to one of them. That was in Vegas. As a matter of fact, they're pretty nice. You know, I think Sylvester Stallone owns part of as a percentage of it, or something like that. Him and Arnold Schwarzenegger, I believe.
but I still feel like they're not like they used to be.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, they're not as like heavy with the smoke or anything like that like they used to be.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because they used to be. I could see like they heavy with it, but nowadays it's not as heavy as it used to be. Because in my prior relationship, I had like memberships in 5 different casinos up and down the East Coast. It felt like Charleston Races and Sports. I had the one that's in Pennsylvania, the one in Delaware that's on 777 Avenue. There's
so like Dover Downs.
yeah, that's what it was, Dover Downs. Yeah. And then had the one, obviously Horseshoe had the one at what's it called, Hollywood and Maryland Live. I actually got my 10-year anniversary with Maryland Live card.
Oh wow.
And then yeah, because I've been there since they opened up. Like that's how my ex was at. Like, yo, she was
And see, we're just the opposite. Like me, we're both just the opposite. He used to work in the casino, so he already was. But me, because of just like family history. Oops, I did that again. Thing with the family history and stuff. I'm not a gambler, and I will never be a gambler or whatever, because I'm not gonna just throw my stuff out the window. What are the chances with gambling anyway? But we can get into that another podcast. So let's go to where we're talking about each multiple children die each year in hot cars. You know what I'm saying? Like Dorsey will tell you, when he gets out to pump gas, I freak out, because I'm just like, nah, I gotta have the windows down. And it could be like if it's past April, I feel like I'm suffocating after like seconds of being in the car.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, why did you roll the window down? And he's just like, it's only been like 3 seconds, but that's just me. I get real like
anxiety.
I don't know. Yeah,
because it's not like, because you're breathing, that it's not going to happen, but it's just the possibility of being locked in.
Yes, something. I don't know. And even with the dogs too, because it's not just children that die in cars. There's dogs and pets and stuff people leave in cars. I just can't imagine the things that these kids go through, and the I don't even want to think about the process of the stages their bodies go through when they die due to this stuff. And then, like they said, the child was in the freaking car, the air condition was running, but who knows if the sun was shining
directly on.
It might not have been shining when she went in, but the sun moves around, right? Yeah. So at some point, that sun was probably shining right on that baby too. And then the baby wasn't getting water or anything like that. She didn't have an IV drip on them or nothing.
And then also the bathroom, if they like laying in their sewage, their own bodily fluids, so they could actually get like a diaper rash or anything like that from it as well.
Yeah, she don't need to have no babies. She don't need a baby. I said it.
But what gets me is the fact that she said that she's trying to find the child's dad. That raised a lot of red flags for me right there. Say, okay, so you mean to tell me that there's absolutely no type of reception in that whole building, that you couldn't call him or text him or do FaceTime, get eyes on him or anything like that?
She said her battery was dead on her phone.
But you have a whole car.
Yeah, you can't charge it before you left. You couldn't charge it in the vehicle. And then a lot of those vehicles also say when you get out of them, after you turn it off, of course,
check your back seat.
So she left it on. So she
knew the baby was there.
Yeah, that's why she left the vehicle AC going.
What about she could have drove to Target right quick because most of these casinos, at least looking at the map of where this one is at, she
He's
could
so
have.
he looked at the damn
Go
map.
ahead.
Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
mean, why not? Like, I mean, they said it's a whole hotel, right? So she could have easily went through the hotel lobby, went to
Uh-huh.
go get a charger cable to charge her phone, to text the husband. If it only took 20 minutes for him to figure out where he's at.
That's still a no. You still would not leave your child in the car
Right.
for no reason
The
at all.
phone was dead because she didn't have a charger while she was gambling.
Right. So she should have went with
She-
took her phone, her child, into the hotel lobby and
Yeah,
got a charger.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
no reason for her to
That
leave
makes
her
sense. Yeah.
child. Loser.
She's a loser.
Cheers. On to the next one.
This is straight,
So moving right along.
just
because-
straight
Like
up.
case closed. Like,
yeah,
just
so
straight
you
up.
got stats right there of like the kids that 7-3 Houston.
So so far in 2024, 7 children have died already in hot vehicles. So you're like
and
come
it's
on.
just midsummer.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's barely summer. So you're like, come on, bro.
That's right. She lied. Yeah, exactly, bro. She lied.
And again, it happens every year with people just, I just meant to run in for a few minutes. Or like I said, sometimes you have daycare employees that don't count how many kids get off a bus if they go on a trip or something like that, and lock the doors and everything like that, and the kid is still underneath a seat or something like that. And how do you explain that? How do you explain it to the parent?
Yo, if you look at the map, I'm at the aerial view of the map of this Hard Rock Casino.
Mhm.
There is a hotel literally on the opposite end of that particular casino. There is a resort, a showboat resort that she could have walked into. There's a car wash at the end of the parking lot.
And where was this at?
This is in Jersey, look like.
I thought it was in Oklahoma.
I thought it was
Oklahoma?
was
Oh, they
Oklahoma.
got multiple. Well, let's look at the one in Oklahoma. Like,
Well, I mean, think about it though. Even in Oklahoma, do you know how freaking hot Oklahoma is? Ooh, Maryland's hot right now. I'm sorry, Merlin is hot right now. So you already know how hot it was in Oklahoma.
Straight dirt.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's disgusting. I can't. I hate
Mm.
it for them. So
So again, people just pay attention to details. Focus on details.
I don't.
If
this
you know,
is com- this is
details, focus on people. Like, you got a whole-
common sense though.
no, but I'm saying focus on the details if you're gonna lie.
oh, yeah.
She did.
Right.
She's straight up stupid.
Yeah.
And luckily, I mean, the child didn't die. That's a good thing.
She came
That was a
out.
good
Her
thing.
whole face was like, "I am fucking caught."
Yeah.
That's how she came out.
And that officer,
Yeah.
rightly so, was giving her the business.
Yo, there's a Waffle House over there at the casino.
Look, so it don't.
I'm just
even-
saying, there's just so
Think
many of them.
had this pack on her phone, and she still would have said her phone was dead.
I think, to be honest with you, I think it's a little bit deeper.
It is.
I think he has an issue going there. She has an issue with him going there.
Well,
I mean,
no,
this is just me spitballing, but I'm just saying.
Well,
there's
she
an
has an addiction.
I think it's a casino addiction. I mean,
Yeah.
a gambling addiction. That's just like, the gamers that left their kid like for 6 days, where they went to a cyber cafe and the child died. It was like 18 months or something like that. But yes, I mean, it's just an addiction, and people don't realize that they have an addiction. They always say, "No, I can stop at any time," but the whole time their head is like cycling, like, "I gotta get to it. I gotta get to it. I'm gonna get to it one day." You know what I mean? So
I can't front though. One of the saddest things I saw working as a casino supervisor, one of the saddest things I saw was not the people that actually put up their rent money and barely had a way to get back home. The saddest thing I saw was actually leaving the casino, and outside of the casino, they have a separate parking lot to where people will actually put up their vehicle keys and lose them.
Wow.
So now they're selling those vehicles in that parking lot outside of the casino. So you can actually go there and talk to different managers and different POCs there, to where you can actually buy a vehicle from in front of those casinos. So you got people that are actually gambling away their items that actually got them to the casino, not to mention their rent money and all this other stuff too. It's
they still got
it's
stuff
sad.
like that.
Stuff like what?
They selling cars at casinos.
Yes. Why wouldn't they? They want them. They want them fair and square on the tables. I mean, so that person got to
you
come out them
can get a
keys.
car for fairly cheap at the casino. Is what you're saying?
I don't know about all that, but to me, I don't want that. Ain't no telling what spirits floating around in that car. I'm good.
He says spirits.
No.
Yeah,
A
he's
spirit-
big on that. He's big
Nah,
on like
bruh.
possession and stuff. Like if we go to like a thrift store or something, he's big on that.
I ain't
Like,
touching none of that stuff,
yeah, he'll
man.
be
That's like taking a dead man's rings or something. No.
he's seen too much Annabelle.
Well, it
Okay.
depends on the stuff. Cause like for me, when I go for the thrift stores and stuff, let's see what I got around here. I sleep easy.
You can bless it.
Yeah, throw
I'm-
some
I'm
sage on it.
I'm not. To me, that's the same as like some of the casinos I saw in Louisiana. That's like trying to get a car from there. They have a hurricane every year. So do you really want that car? That's just been sitting there.
That's true. That's true. I
No,
got you.
I don't want no
Yeah.
parts of that. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I heard a secret. So if you're looking for a used car, is to pull the seatbelt out all the way. So if you see some dirt at the bottom end of that seatbelt, that means that it was actually in the flooded area.
Oh,
So if you ever looking for car shopping, that's a detail that I saw. I was like, oh, never thought about just keep pulling the seatbelt all the way through to see if there was any flooding and stuff like that, because it'll be
man,
dirty.
that sounds like a perfect segue into about that wallet. What you think?
Oh yeah, it can be.
Only if you want to, bro.
You got it, man.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Whatever you want to talk about, be good. What I'm looking for a book. Hi, everybody.
Ready?
All right, look, we're gonna do a book. This lady I actually met in person, Yaneli Espinal. She wrote a book called Mind Your Money, and I met her in person several times. She's been a fellow FinCon, or FinCon is a financial conference where all money nerds get to unite. And she wrote this book mostly to help Latinx people to kind of get good with money, as so many other people. However, it's always best if you have somebody that is in your community talking about it. But I like the bridge communities. And this one question is that she brings up when it comes to creating a process of your own. She says in here, you can design a decision-making process of your own or use an existing one like I did. My favorite comes from Tiffany Aliche. Hey, we already talked about Tiffany Aliche, also known as the Budgetnista. I've had the honor of speaking alongside Tiffany on stage, and let me tell you, she's the real deal. Her book, Get Good with Money. If you haven't heard it or even seen it on Netflix, it's here. Mine's a signed copy. Gotta show that. But also, Tiffany provides 4 questions to ask yourself before buying anything, particularly if you're struggling to meet your financial goals. The first question, do I need it? Second question, do I love it? Third question, do I like it? Fourth question, do I want it? It is something, and I just wanted to leave with that because it's one of those things that you need to think about things before you actually purchase it. And the reason why it will have an impact on your life is it something that you need, want, like it. These are the things you need to start thinking about. And is it something that you really love? You know, for me, I actually wanted an executive desk in here. I was this close to buying it. It was $500 in an executive desk with like full on everything like that. It's really nice. However, I was like, do I really need it? I got a desk already. I was like, no. So that's what determined me to not get it. So I just wanted to leave that with you all on the reason why you want to look at things before you purchase it. Ask yourself those 4 questions. Do I like it? Do I want it? Do I love it? Do I need it? So just keep that in mind when you start building out the things that you want for the holiday. And again, the book is from Mind Your Money by Yaneli Espinal. And also she does a lot of other things in the community as far as getting kids into making, what do they call it? Financial literacy as part of the classes that you need to take before you graduate high school. I think she's done it already in Miami and Florida, and I think she's working on some other states. You can probably correct me if I'm wrong, but she has been doing a lot of work these past 2 years.
Awesome.
That's what I got.
Yeah, them
That's what's up.
kids need that.
Yeah, they
financial
definitely need
literacy,
that
yes.
financial literacy. And then, the thing I like when you said, do I need it? Do I want it? That is how I have been doing since probably, be quiet, Anthony.
I ain't say nothing.
I was being serious and you just wanted to go there. But anyway, so that's how I have been thinking ever since right before Dorsey and I got together, but I was practicing it, but I really, really, really was able to get into the practice once him and I really combined everything and got together. And also, those would be some great refrigerator magnets, Anthony. You know that?
No.
Do you need it?
It would. Do you need it? Do you want
want
it?
it?
It just reminds you of because I just got the Dr. Now refrigerator magnets that
Oh,
say,
nice.
yeah, the ones that say it's not what did it say?
The one that had me cracking up and said, "You don't look malnourished."
Right. That's how
You don't look malnourished.
Right.
Get away
Exactly.
from the damn refrigerator.
Right. Like, hey, those are excuses. So how y'all doing? But yeah, I got the Dr. Now magnets. So I'm working on me. I'm trying to get my second bag. But yeah, that is good. Like, do you need, because I'll keep something in my cart for like a long ass time sometime and just keep watching it and keep thinking about it. And after a while, I'm like, you know what, I don't need that. I do stuff like that. And even like, with Prime Day coming up, a lot of people was waiting for Prime Day, but my advice with Prime Day is everything that you want, make a list on Amazon, put it on a list. And when Prime Day comes up, and also screenshot those prices, because those prices, sometimes they only go down by like a couple cents and you think that you're getting a big deal. And sometimes it doesn't go down. Sometimes it actually, stays the same or goes up, or they'll change that regular price. They'll change the regular price to match like almost, so it's all a mind game. So half of that stuff, yeah, definitely need a class. Yep.
Yeah.
Get it at home. We didn't, and like the latchkey type, what are we, Gen X?
Yeah.
When we were growing up, we never got any type of financial advice. And big ups to Mr. Robert. This is my Dorsey's mom's husband. He actually gives us nuggets all the time. He talks about what is it, the fixed annuities?
About IRAs and stuff like that.
RMD.
He was talking about
RMD.
Was it RMD?
Yeah, something like
Yeah, and he talked about how they said for as far as your retirement is concerned, the government's concerned, they say, yeah, you can save for it, but you have to use at least 10% of it.
Yes, as mandatory distributions. The required mandatory distribution, the RMD.
Yeah.
Yep.
And after that, although you do have to pull it out and you have to use the 10%, you can still put it in something else. You don't actually have to spend it if you don't want to. You can always put it into something else. But he's always like, I know if I would have grown up around, you know what I mean? Just getting that type of advice from like a mentor or something like that, my headspace would have been a lot different.
Yeah, it always depends on, again, what do you want your retirement to look like? Because the annuities could work for some people, but some other people be like, you know what, I just only focus on real estate. Because one of the guys was like, hey, I only buy real estate and that's my retirement fund. So in case something happens, I could just sell one of them.
And he had like 40 properties, something like, he had a bunch of, he had like land or some type of properties, or I don't know how many properties he had, but I know he did have like, real estate and all kinds of other stuff. Mm-hmm. But the thing is he retired like, was a chief financial officer or something like that.
Yeah, he was one of the financial executives at Duke Medical.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's used to being around cheddar. Let's just say he's used to being around cheese, and being able to manage it.
Nothing out over his eyes when it comes to money.
This is the same man. Him and my mother. Shout out to them. They're the same ones that they function in common sense. So that's the thing. They say they're like, no, I don't. Nah, that ain't me. They'll tell you straight up. but at the same time, they're the main ones. Like, hey, yeah, we got a couple of Airbnbs that we're thinking about jumping into at certain strategic spots or different timeshares that they want to get out of and go to other places and stuff like that too. So they're able to travel. They said they already plotted out their travel since they both retired. They plotted out their travel all the way through up until 2026.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it. But again, because it goes back to what do you want it to look like, and when you do it that way, you actually determine on what financial vehicles can actually get you there, and having those either the R&Ds or if you have like your whole life policy. Some people use those. Some people use real estate. Some people even use dividend stocks. Like it really depends on what you want it to look like and how you feel like dealing with people, because you can retire early just working. Just put your money in a high yield savings account. Like it's so many different ways to make money nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah, you do pay more taxes on real estate. With real estate is going to always be around. But it's still also, like you said, what do you want things to look like? What are you willing to deal with? And how much do you have already that you can put, money into? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the return? What's the return? What's going to be the return on stuff?
It changes though.
Yeah.
Because even with the banks, like right now, high yield savings accounts sound nice. Because I even talked about that live last week, where some of the banks are doing like 4.4%. Even some are doing 5% right now, and even doing bonuses if you refer somebody. So they'll bump you up an additional 0.5 for each person that you bring in, up to 5 people. So you can get additional 25, like 2% on top of. I think they do up to 2%, something weird, or that they'll allow you to get up to. And because of that, it's really time in the market, because time is money. So the earlier you start your high yield savings account, your retirement account, or even if you have a 529 for your kids, you can even take that 529 for your kids, and your kids decided not to go to school, you can transfer up to $35,000 over to your Roth IRA. So as long as it doesn't even touch your bank account, as soon as you touch it, that's when they start taxing you. So that's why they always say like transfer money from bank to bank that way.
Yeah.
There's so many different games out there. It just depends on, like, again, it all depends on what your goal is in retirement, because it sounds nice, annuities sound nice, but it's not for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Universal life is a great way to have tax-free income. Yep.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No. I was saying I got a question about that too, between you and Zoe. What exactly is that? Index universal life?
Yeah, so it's a universal life, more likely. I want to call those, what do you call it? I'm not an expert in these, so please don't quote me on all of these. But there's like a whole life policy. There is a term life policy.
Right.
The index universal life is similar to like a whole life, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And having one of those, it's like you can still utilize the funds while you're alive, and that's the beauty of a whole life policy. Because the thing about Baskin Robbins, there's so many different whole life policies out there, so it really depends on which one you select that's useful for your life. Like for me, I have a whole life and a term life. I have both. And you're never ever stuck. That's the thing about money, like these different avenues. You're not stuck in one. Just because you got a traditional IRA doesn't mean you can't have a Roth IRA. Like you can try them all if you want to. Just see which one sticks by the time you get to retirement.
Yeah, I went with all of my stuff with not knowing, but I'm glad I did. And I haven't touched it. I don't see it. With USAA, they had like a lot of great products that I took advantage of. Didn't know what a Roth IRA was. Didn't know what none of that stuff really was. I just was doing it because I thought that, oh, I'm supposed to do this because I'm going to be rich. You know what I mean? So I did get into stuff that
does sound kind of expensive. Oh, I have a Roth IRA.
Right. It just sounded right. So what I mean, and then the 1K, like take all my money, as long as I can pay my bills. You know what I mean? Right. That's how it was at first before I met Dorsey, because I was single and I was by myself and I didn't have. But then we ended up going to a financial advisor, which was great.
And I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now.
Yes, whatever the scale is.
Yeah, and even like if you're a veteran or active duty, or you have parents that were active duty or in the military, you can actually use USAA. You can use Navy Federal,
Mhm.
and they have a lot of great products, and their products are normally are better than things that just a regular commercial shit. But anyway, I'll let Anthony do that with About That Wallet. And we're gonna go on to the next thing.
Right. 'Cause we go forever. But again, please go to a fiduciary financial advisor. Reason why you want to go to fiduciary, it's because they're only going to charge you based on the amount that is actually in your account, not to sell you different products. So you want to make sure you get a fiduciary. Ask them if they're a fiduciary. If they aren't, and they saying that they are, they could actually lose their license. So
okay, that's good to know.
It's a big word too, fiduciary.
Mhm.
SAT word.
Fiduciary.
Fiduciary.
That's okay. But anyway, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah, appreciate that, Zoe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to bring Zoe up on here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We asked Zoe to come up on here, but he be fronting.
No, he said he had to work today, so he's technically working and tuning in.
Okay,
that's dedication.
Right, well,
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, yeah, 'cause I want to ask y'all about this thing that I saw too about how I guess the Carnegies and how not only the Rothschilds and Henry Ford, how they all kept all of their money in trust, and I think they call it trickle down. So the trust and stuff like that, and they end up doing insurance policies for their family members that they can borrow against, and then they end up paying it back into it, and the money goes technically back into their family when that person dies. So it was pretty deep. So I definitely want to talk to both of you about that and how I can possibly establish something like that.
Oh yeah, you can skip generations too with the trust. You ain't gotta give it to the immediate. You can be like, hey, the third one, the fourth one down the line.
Really?
Ours is going to immediate to
that one of these nephews or nieces act crazy. Okay.
Right. You can, long as you don't have a what they call it, irrevocable living will. I think that's what it is. It's like a will or trust, like, because some of them are, it's like a set it and forget it. Like, this is locked in. You cannot even, you yourself can't even change it. Like, once it's locked in, it's locked in.
Right.
But the one you want is a revocable one that you want to have. And also you can set up how many signatures you can have before it can even be, anything can be voted on or changed. Some people even have up to 20 people got to sign that joint. Like, you got to get everybody up on there.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a topic we needed to touch on. But as of right now, there's certain things that I know there's certain superstitions we probably talked about on this show a while back. There's certain things in our community, the Black community, that we have no idea how it started, but we know that we actually heard it a lot of times. You know how they say, well, if you sleep and you dream about fish and somebody's pregnant? I wonder how true that really is. What do y'all think?
I never dreamed about fish, but
I did dream about fish and somebody was pregnant, and it's funny because I was like, I dreamed about fish last night. Abigail had her proof. I said, you're pregnant. And I was joking, but the next week she came, she said, you know what? and she was pregnant, but I don't know if
yeah, so that's our hot topic for today. So wow. So fish. I still wonder about that correlation between fish and pregnancy. Fish come in schools, but
and then some women smell like fish. So I mean,
you said it.
Yeah, I'm saying something, but he's asking about the correlation with fish. I don't know. I'm just saying, just
emotional damage.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Oops, so did I just throw you off? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah,
talk your talk.
No, I wasn't talking. I was just asking a hypothetical question, and then whatever comes up comes out. It is what it is. That was funny. But I still wonder about the fish. But again, there's other superstitions and other things that we as a people, as a culture, we actually deal with, which is kind of, it just makes me wonder. You know, sometimes you have to question the answers, and I actually wonder about a lot of different stuff. Like, you know, sometimes they say a dream about being chased.
Well, it says also they talk about it says if you're ready to get a dream interpretation answers, take a look at the top sites, and they said following Kasamba. What is Kasamba?
I don't know who that is. Sound like
Mm.
somebody study her.
Yeah, it says most excellent psychic reading provider. I guess it has something to do, I guess, with like horoscopes, maybe too.
Maybe so. Look, dreams of being chased, being not only being chased, but dream about falling. There's all types of stuff. Dream about being naked. That's kind of,
I mean, most of the time I
But I
am.
sleep naked, right? So I'm not gonna dream of my balls hanging out. Like, what are you talking about?
you gotta do your balls like your leg. When you get too hot, you stick one of them out the covers.
They getting up at age where they're not as tight as they used to be. It's,
Yeah, you got a mind of their own.
He's coming up on the with the turkey neck.
you know, you ever see those old guys where they gotta put the legs up on the bench or on the stool? They gotta let it air out a little bit. Stop sticking to your leg. I'm sorry.
Can't wear shorts either.
Oh, the pendulums are swinging.
Oh man.
Oh, y'all crazy. But for those that are tuning in, what are some of the weirdest? Put it in our chat, in our comment section. What are some of the weirdest superstitions you might have heard or come across, or some that you might even believe, and you've actually seen them come true, or you like, no, that never happened. I know me, some of my weird dreams, like I talked to Anthony about, some of them were about something that I actually saw before I went to bed. Like I can't front. We were binge watching an episode of The Shy. We were watching that for a while. Why yesterday I had a dream that one of the characters was actually riding in the car with me talking to me. So I'm like, I don't know what he said. I couldn't hear nothing, but I just saw his face.
Which character? Was Duda?
No, oh hell no, I don't like it. My favorite character, Papa. Papa made me laugh. Papa's hilarious. Between Papa, Darnell, and Emmett. Those who watch The Shy, you know, they funny, they comical. But he was riding in the car with me, and we just sitting there chilling and laughing and listening to old school music, even though he's a teenager.
He's an old soul.
Yeah,
he's like an old soul, and he's like the type of person that would give you wisdom, you know. Yeah. But yeah, dreams about pregnancy. So Lonzo just said that Teresa dreamt that about pregnancy. Somebody was pregnant. Oh, and then we find out somebody is pregnant. So did Teresa dream about fish when she was pregnant, or did somebody tell her that they dreamt about fish? I know my mom has said that a few times about people that she dreamt about fish or something like that. And I'm just like, was it fried fish? Was it going fishing? Or was it just eating the goldfish? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but I remember dreaming about like fish, like school of fish. Like just not a school of fish, but like the aquarium fish. And I was just like, I don't have no aquarium. But yeah.
So now, yeah, like it says on the screen, it has recurring dreams. So what is the main difference besides you being asleep about a recurring dream and a deja vu moment? I've actually seen stuff in my dreams, and then I've seen it play out a little bit, but then there's little variations to it in my reality while I'm awake.
Well, I've done things like when I used to work at, this is a long time ago, y'all. The matter of fact, it was 28 years ago. I was a night auditor at Comfort Inn. And all I dreamt about was, I saw numbers all night long. I was just running numbers, doing numbers all night long. So when I went home, I would dream about numbers, you know. And I remember my mom saying, something about when she used to work at, I think she was doing like wires or something like that. She dreamt about, you know, weird things too. But yeah, my mom has some weird dreams though. I'm
sorry for that outburst. It made me think about something that I sent you that we used to watch.
Oh,
Electric Company, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9.
It's a dream about numbers, and I was
11, 12.
Yeah, that was 6. That was Sesame Street though, right? Wasn't it Sesame Street?
It was a Sesame Street or Electric Company. It was one of the two.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was Sesame Street.
No,
Yeah.
I think it was. I bet you a Stella Artois that it was electric company.
Okay. Make it light on yourself, bro.
Bring your ass, cleaners.
Okay. Y'all heard it here.
Stella Artois on the line.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this is one of the sites that we're looking at through Weird Facts, and it talks about dreams and superstitions, and you can actually look up certain things or certain topics that might have popped up in your subconscious.
The dream might be
It might be.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, that does seem kind of accurate though. So
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I wonder about certain things. That's just me. I question the answers sometimes. I guess I get that from my father, but sometimes like, damn, where in the world did that come from? Where did that thought come from? It might be a sign of I might be losing my marbles, but it is what it is. I'm gonna enjoy the ride.
Yeah. I'm not enjoy that ride if you start losing your marbles. The life of day I used to have a dream.
Anthony, we were talking about that, weren't we? About teeth falling out.
Yeah, because I was thinking about because I have false teeth, and that's one of the things I always had dreams of me like actually swallowing them,
Oh.
and so that would cause me to wake up. And more than likely, I found out was that it's just me snoring. Like,
Oh,
that was the way to get me to wake up. I was like, oh, okay.
I did dream about that before, about my teeth being loose, like really, really loose.
Mhm.
Like I don't know about falling out, but I know I felt like they were really, really loose. And I got up like one morning and I just started like wiggling like all my teeth. So and as a matter of fact, I tried the Invisalign, Joe. I can't do it. You heard it here.
Because for me, with Invisalign, always thinking the same thing. It's like they might get loose and you start choking on them things, and I'm like, I don't want to have that.
Yeah, that's
Well, the
bad business.
Invisaligns, I feel like they make your teeth loose too.
Really?
Your real
Yeah.
teeth don't do, you're not
Yeah.
rotting them just like gold teeth do sometimes.
Well, with Invisalign, you're not keeping them in the whole time. Like you're keeping them in majority of the time, and then take them out when you're eating, and then slap them back in after you finish eating.
Yeah.
Because that's the only reason why they say Invisalign versus braces is because Invisalign is just kind of forcing your teeth to shrink. So that's why they give you multiple trays.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of research in those because obviously I got a lot of teeth issues, and I go into the dentist now like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm working on number 28 today because I had some spaces between 28, 29, and like 31 seems to have a little bit of issues. Can you work with that one? And number 19 has got some issues too. Can you work with that? And he was like, okay, yeah, let's go. I was like, sweet. So that's how, like,
Yeah.
when you get used to your teeth numbering, the way how that each
Oh.
dentist office uses a little differently.
I was just wondering about that. Like, how'd you know which one is which? What did you start from?
Oh, they
left back.
start top back molar, your
Mhm.
wisdom tooth, and then work your way around that way to drop down and then back around. Sometimes they actually start from the front and then go left all the way down and all the way back up this way. So it really depends on which dentist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does it mean if they tell you that they look in the back of one of your molars and it was bubbling? What does that mean?
No, I never had the bubbling.
You got a dookie tooth.
Never had that one.
Back there fizzing.
Yeah.
Dookie
Are you
tooth.
serious? No, but people,
I was
you
joking.
do. But I'm
That
saying,
was actually on that was on the episode of
Ren and Stimpy.
no, kinda, but it was more on the episode of Married with Children.
Yeah,
He
but
said his tooth in the back was bubbling.
well, no, I did. I used to get the bubbles in the back though. Like I would get not the tooth, but the gum bubble. You never
Oh
had,
yeah,
like,
yeah. The gumballs. They call it gumballs.
Yeah, gumballs.
Yeah.
That was before I got my wisdom teeth removed.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah. It's usually when you eat like a lot of sweets, you get like a ball or whatever. And it's like almost it's filled with like it's like
Ball
pus
in
or
your
something.
mouth. Ball in your mouth.
Trying to be serious.
Yeah.
Trying to be grown folks.
I did have balls in my mouth, like when no, I'm serious, like the gum ball. Shut up, man. You know what? See, that's why we can't have nothing nice. We can't have nice things, but no, like I mean, literally, even like right now, there's like a ball like back there because I was eating the popcorn and the popcorn kernel got stuck in my gum. So right now it's kind of bubbled up. So now, I mean, He's so too. I don't know.
Cute.
No, he's two. He acting like he two. No, but and never mind, because he's.
I ain't say nothing. I was just laughing at something we talked about earlier.
Oh, what? When
No, I
you
was
want to talk
laughing at
about
that. I'm just laughing.
I know you was laughing at it. What you gonna do with him, Anthony? So, Anthony, are you still live on Thursdays?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to catch Thursdays again
Mhm.
because I've been we've been all been in the books a little bit.
Yeah, just on some rediscovery type of
Mission.
vibes, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just started class for LA Film School, so that's gonna be pretty interesting. As far
Yeah.
as I think my first couple of classes are going to deal specifically with they're not going to get into the meat and potatoes of it as far as digital journalism, because that's something that I'm kind of interested in between the digital journalism.
And you're gonna start dreaming about that. You're probably gonna start dreaming about
No,
like, graphics and
I
stuff
don't
like
know.
that.
I normally dream about that, especially playing around with Canva and Skittle and Leonardo AI and stuff like that too. And
Oh yeah, Leonardo is amazing.
yeah,
Delightful D.
or Styler AI.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking Delightful D. I'm wondering if that is
That's cool.
Delightful D is D Davis. I wonder
Okay.
if D Davis, because she does like she cooks and stuff like that. She's culinary chef, the bomb stuff.
Nice.
Yep. So believe me, they don't get loose. Yeah. But so
Ooh, man.
you good?
Yeah.
We were gonna do a drink review. We're gonna do the hot two drink review. But then when we was looking at how to make that particular drink, it was
It's like cool up in there.
yeah. And so as soon as like at the end when they garnished it and they stuck the banana and the banana was sticking
Right.
out of it, it's oh hell no. I was just
Yeah.
like,
I
well,
just saw that as a man law violation.
yeah.
I'm
so-
sorry. Judge me all you want. That's I didn't. No, I'm not. No.
And here I am. I'm just like, well, I'll take the banana. I'll take your baby. I'll take your banana. I mean, out of your drink, of course. Well, anyway.
It's time to go. It's like
Can't make that. Can't make that go.
But it's very it looks very creamy and very good, and the garnishes look really nice. So, but I'm just mad that Huck Tour got fired because that wasn't.
No. What we said was, you being a woman, you can have the hot tool. We were gonna have something else, like a buttery nipple or something like a crippled nipple. We had something.
yeah. We got something else.
Yeah, because I don't want a buttery nipple. I mean, you could no. Easy. Deanna, hey, it's Deanna from Japan.
Hey, what's going on, Deanna?
Hey, let's
From
go.
Hapon.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
why not?
delightful D. I love it. But yeah, I've known Deanna since I was in Okinawa.
wow.
Yeah, my girl. Yep. One day maybe she'll come on here and tell us about the ceiling fan. But
What that?
anyway,
What's that?
yeah, nothing. I'm just joking, girl. I love you. It's the height. She gonna kill me. She gonna strangle me. Man, we got some good stories. But anyway, we are gonna roll up out of here.
Yeah,
thank
y'all
you guys
for
for viewing and for joining us. We appreciate it. And next week we're missing DJ Kid Mango. So next week, hopefully, he'll be back.
Yeah.
It's you, Floyd.
Yep. Come on back through, man. Hope everything is good with you. Yeah, they're working, doing your thing up there in the San Diego area, making it happen.
Making it rain.
What do you say? Beautifying peoples. Beautifying people. Yeah, the people.
Peoples. Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, if y'all want to join my newsletter too, so you can just go to aboutthatwallet.com/newsletter. I'm actually working on my July one now. to try to get that one going by this Friday. Throwing in some grants, got money terms for the month. I had like small segments like ChatGPT prompts and quotes from guests that were on the show and all that fun stuff. So
Yeah. So he said crippled nipple. What is a crippled nipple? Is that true?
It's like
Is
a
it-
buttery nipple, but it's like a buttery nipple, but you add some real strong liquor to it.
But no, is it
Mm.
a buttery nipple when they get over the age of 70?
Oh no, no, that's called a sock with 3 oranges in it.
I can't. That's in the show.
But again, thank y'all for tuning in with us and hanging with us, because you know we ain't got good sense, but we're gonna give you some knowledge on some stuff. But just have some fun, people.
Yeah.
Be good to each other. We all we got.
All we got. All
And
right.
we're out of here.
All
Yep.
right. Guys,
See
later.
ya.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.